Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here going to be out taking our first round trip run around the farm chain. So we have turned around and got in the cattle farm that's been added and the wheat farm we had done, which we've been running back and forth from those, forward and backwards type stuff. Now we have got the complete line running through there. We have not gotten down to the meat packing plant. That's still to come. So I haven't completed the line, but we have gotten at least the 2 farms in, just not the payoff section. And we have brought that into a round trip run. So we are kind of just out on that today is what we're doing. This is the first go around of it. We were parked back just to pick up water again. So in the current state, what we have going on is the 2 water cars here, water tankers in the middle there are full. The rest of the train is empty on its way to fill and run a run. It's kind of what we're in the middle of. Alright, let's see if we can choke down on this at all. I grab a little bit more speed. Any chance? Get a little something. Now that we have set in the run, we will be not swapping this logo out for power or anything, but probably for speed at some point. Just not getting it done the way we wanted to speed-wise. The runs on this layout, or this map, the Mesa Plains map is going to lend towards some long runs, so those fast locomotives are really going to pay off. And we do have the Ruby Basin, but we don't want to run the Ruby Basin on absolutely every single run for sure. So, new locos shouldn't be too far in the distance here. Now that we have ways to make some money and moving around the different locos, hopefully we can stick this one maybe on, I don't know, logs. Maybe it can handle the log run. That's short, so the speed won't crush it. It's just out here on the open rail. This one's, and I guess it's all about the journey, not always necessarily about how fast you get there, I guess. Just want to enjoy the scenery. Though I do have to say, the more you play on this map, a lot of it, at least the northern part of the map, is a lot of the same. Up here I did kind of notice that. But that's all laying in the upper, as we were coming back to laying in the upper portion of the map, I guess was my thought. Which is what I just finished right before filming this and jumping in the train to try to get this thing around. So we have the, want to get the water. We have gotten 1 shipment of grain and straw to the farm. So we have gotten a few cows, but then running it backwards once out here all the way was enough to turn around and go, we need to change that, because I don't want to keep running. I don't want to run backwards that far. So we're not going to. I don't want to do a lot of backwards. I mean, I guess it wasn't too far, but I don't want to do a heck of a lot of backwards running unless it's necessarily in and around an industry. In and around industries, it does bother me. I don't want to be backwards too much outside of that, I guess is my thing. There we go. Wait a minute. We got our light on? No, we got our light on. How does that affect? Ooh, there we go. Shadows galore in the tunnel. Yeah, and see with the lights on, then the lighting actually doesn't look so bad. So, it's a toss-up because these tunnels would be pretty dark, I gotta assume. Especially back in the old day with just a very small light. So it's like, how much light do you show? Because you want to actually look like you're there, but then toss-up. Pretty good job. Not bad looking coming through the tunnel. Give it that. Alright, we could probably dump the light. We can get rid of, yep, bam. Get rid of that from there. That'll work just fine. Missing all kinds of whistles today. Paying fines every place we go, but that's fine. No big deal. There's one thing I noticed today. It's kind of crazy that it's taking me this long to notice, but there is a gap under these cars. I never noticed it the whole tank. I thought they were full all the way down. And then today, because out here in the desert, and how bright things are through there, actually saw it through there. So, yeah, other people have probably seen it a ton of times and already know. They're like, gee, you just saw that? But yeah, I did just see that today. So these aren't all filled out like a box car. They are just a tank car hovering there on the wood. Kind of interesting. Makes me like them a little bit more. I used to not like them because I was like, those are just kind of boring, like box car tank versions, but not so much. Or hopper cars, just tanked. But they kind of float. That's kind of cool. Like it. Still, we need some build in here. I've not figured out what, when, or how. Something, you know. As you can see, we also did advance time. We're running into the evening hours now. Moving along, getting some long shadows, gives us a little different look on the lighting. There's that nice sundown train ride. I guess that means we're looking into the west. Also, as you say, at least this is the only map that now does not feel upside down. So that's a positive. This is the only map that has not been flipped on us, so that's why it does not feel like it's upside down. Let's be real. So that means we are headed actually east somehow. And on the map we're headed south. Wait a minute. Is that anywhere near accurate? Yeah, because looking behind us, the sun is going... The sun's obviously going down. Late in the day. Behind us. So that means that's south. And the sun, or west. So that's west, that's south. The map is just on its side. I don't understand why there's so many map issues. Anyway, we'll let that go. Why? Well, that's true. That is a valid point. Like, that sun is totally out of position. Okay. Anyway, we're just gonna keep on keeping on. We got deliveries to make. That's what's important. Advancing along in the time frame. That's the main thing there. Alright. Because they're going to assume the sun's going to set straight down that way. And if you look. Man. Alright, what do we gotta do here? We gotta actually drop stuff. No, we gotta pick stuff up. So let's zoom in here quick. See if we can see our switch and where we're at. We'll go that way. That should let us pick stuff up. I mean, either way, we can pick stuff up. This loops back around, so not a big thing there either way. And now by the switch. Let's go. Yeah, a little more speed out of this thing would not be a complaint. Track build, we did end up turning around and taking out quite a bit quite a bit of trees, rocks, everything else. Just didn't worry about it. Just cleared out what we needed to clear out. And all of the runs, I do have to say, with Mesa Plains, the one thing with this map that I'm finding anyway is that the runs are just all much longer than you think they're going to be. For whatever you think a run is going to be, chances are it's going to take you a little longer to get there than you're anticipating. Alright, we are not opening the green door, not going to worry about it. We are just going to hit it. I don't know why our green doors are even... I suppose because they close every time we close out. Oh, no, no, no! Stop it! I'll be wasting our grain. Settle you down. Getting all dumb. I didn't realize the grain was out, so I don't know how much we wasted. Probably 2 or something. Oh, are you kidding? We are not going to miss one. See, I'm always too worried about, like, whether I hit it one too many times. That's my problem with speed loading. Never perfectly on. I'm just always afraid that I'm going to wing 15 extra by ramming on it. There we go. Alright, we got the one. And not like it matters, because, you know, you end up dumping a bunch anyway, being silly and worrying about it, I guess, so. Train never really stopping loading up here, so we don't know on whistles there. Alright, hopefully things will still restock. We had everything full. Like I said, we've taken a one train out of here, so hopefully everything's still stocked. The nice thing is here we can turn around and grab water, bring it back here, or carry it on. We can also, you know, grab seeds. This just being the farm train kind of takes care of everything in one go, at least at this point. In fact, in the long run, I think all we're going to do is turn around and add a couple of cattle cars to this and then just keep on going. I don't think we're going to worry about, like, running a different locomotive. So whatever loco runs this is going to have to just run the whole deal. Why we go with 2 of these, because it just carries like 30. This thing only holds 40, so rather than trying to squeeze 45 out or whatever all the time, you can just turn around and grab the 30, let this restock. The straw resupply is so slow that I absolutely can't get with waiting around for it for a couple of bales, and otherwise you end up with the 3rd car on there, and it just is, it's not full, or it's waiting, or whatever else. So I just like to go with the 2, and then again let it refill in its time. I'd rather take 2 full cars than have to either wait for the straw. This stuff's just so slow in its recreation, or restock, if you will. Which, you know, to be fair, it's straw. It should take a hot minute. It's no big deal that it does, but that's why I run just the 2 cars. Could definitely run more, but no real point in my opinion. Although that being said, we would have enough there for 3 cars, but I like running anything. Generally in odd numbers, I like to try to keep stuff even. Alright, we are out of here. Running around the big tree. Did end up taking out a few of these big trees. They are gigantic, I have to say. Have to be by far the biggest tree that we have in RO right there. It's a bummer that we can't plant them where we want to. I don't think those are on the plant list. I'd have to double check. I shouldn't probably say that without double checking, but I don't remember them in the process of putting down all our plants. Not that we don't have some cool ones, but we did not get those gigantic honking, whatever kind of trees they are. Alright, there we go. Rolling out. Decent looking little narrow gauge train there. With a little bit of mixed cargo going on. Mixed freight. Always a fun one. You get to mix the things up a little bit. A little bit dark there to see the track, I have to say, in this part. That's kind of silly and a little bit pointless because it makes it pretty hard to see the train. Those are things. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why the rail isn't black. I mean, your switches are. Why the rail isn't, but again, that's a preference, I guess, for everybody. It's different. Alright, hitting the whistle. We are getting out. This will, again, complete round trip run on the farm line. Obviously, with the exception of the payoff. But this takes care of the farm for all intents and purposes. We can now run cattle to the depot, which I'd probably rather run cattle to the depot, to be honest, than the meat packing plant, but that's just me. I'm not really so much into doing the canned meat stuff, I guess. Not that, you know, I'm opposed to eating beef or anything. I don't want to make it sound like that. I just think that it's I think delivering the cattle is a cooler headline, so we may just end up running cattle to the depot or something like that. We will be attaching to the meat packing plant for sure, but once we get our hands on some cattle cars, which should be coming up, that's more kind of indie game delivery stuff, so just getting through the chains is kind of our goal for now. We're not really looking for any of the end game product just yet, I guess. Or we would have pushed out all the way through to oil on the other line, but didn't do that, so. Alright, get up. This loco just doesn't have a lot of get up. I mean, no matter what you ask it for, it really doesn't. I mean, you know, its expanse is like 2 or 3 miles an hour at the most. Like, it just doesn't give you. I don't know. I don't know how accurate that is for a loco's speed like this. If it really is limited to 15. I mean, 15 miles an hour back in the day was like flying down the highway, so yeah, that could be very, very spot on, you know. Yeah, and if that is the map, and we are really, and that is the sun setting in the west. Why is it? Yeah, why is the top of the map west? That's just weird. Anyway. Alright, here we are, cruising in to the farm. This is like our second stop here, though. Last time none of this forward rail was there. This is the piece where we just had to back our way out of here, which we won't have to do anymore, but that will be our test piece. See if we can just drop on the fly. Are you gonna unload fast enough? Come on, go faster. No, it wasn't gonna get it all. Slow unload crew today. Alright. I guess in their respects, like 26,000 pounds of grain, quote unquote, that they just got kicked. Alright, we will unload this starting now. Cool. Wow. And this one we should get a hose to attach when it's ready to go. There we go. We got the hose much bring the logo to a stop. Yeah, see, this thing just creeps. Or it slams on the brake. This one of the new locos in the game though, so it has not had like an iron out process or anything like that. I would assume not a heck of a lot of adjustments were made on this logo. I don't know what the puff of smoke was right there. Something was. The water's on fire. No, it better not be. Alright. Roll this. We do still have straw to deliver. This train's paying about $1,000 for the whole train. So, you know, this is not going to make us rich. But at least it is, you know, paying to do it. We're not going to go broke running this right now. Let's see if we can get that one too. We're just going to go for it. It's working. There we go. And that gets us out of here. Now, as soon as we pass this bush up here, we are on completely new, untested rail. But this one, I'm willing to bet that we got them, because I built this one going out, and then on the whole way back, turned around and just took out the trees. So it was a complete here and there on this one. Oop. Pretty sure we got everything. I'm confident with this run. Famous last words. Always right there. Ah, we got it. No problem. Let's all head back to the dining car and see how that works. Wait, we don't have one of those yet. We don't even have a sandwich car to caboose or nothing. We got no off-duty, nothing. It's a working train. Short run train. Day train. There's no cab on this. That's for sure. Alright. Cruising by. We will get a look at some of the nice valleys in here that we're going to go by. We did run, if I remember right, it was in the vicinity of the oil refinery or oil field. One of the two. Oil refinery, I think. We just drove by, paid no attention. Not our problem. They are not at this point paying us to attach to the rail. They have not surrendered to our service as far as the company, so we are not running rail out to them yet. When they can't move their rail, or they get tired of pulling it out here in the desert, they'll let us know, and that's when we'll hook up. When they need to pay us money. Again, this is one of the sections we did just blast through. Trees, big boulders, all kinds of stuff. Absolute disregard for anything in the way. This was all about where the track was going to go. So nothing spectacular, I think, came along with most of this. This is just kind of getting there from A to B and through the way. Nice shot. There we go. Nice look for RO there. Whoa. Big plant, crazy overhang. The Lion King. All day, every day. No echo out here, so that's a bit of a bummer. They almost should have had the echo everywhere on this map. Just the whole thing is in, you know, it's like Monument Valley or something like that. It's almost like putting a train on the bottom of Lake Mead with no water in it. There we are. There's the oil refinery off in the distance. We will obviously have to be hooking into that. I'm sure we will use this line, although it looks like everything is running almost directly the opposite direction. So who knows? We'll have to see how all that's going to go. It's in a bit of a weird... I mean, it's more almost set up to run across here, which maybe... I don't know. This tunnel, that one, there's the oil field, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to figure that's for a later day, you know. We're taking it one day at a time. We're not going to try to network the whole rail from above. I'm more interested to see how it goes if you're just kind of naturally running from A to B and like where they intersect, where they would overlap, do they have to overlap, that kind of stuff. So we're just going to see how it goes as we're building in is the goal there. It's almost too bad we didn't get any huge placeable rocks like these. We have, you know, you could build up to these, but it would have been kind of neat almost to have something huge, nice placeable, like a rock the size of a building, you know. Out here you could get away with it for sure. Are coming back to the other line. That also is going to mean that the end of our journey for today is coming up, because I would assume, not that I would assume, I got a pretty good idea because I built the rail here. Right? This is going to be our round trip right here is pretty much coming to an end, as this is right behind our water pickup and kind of where we started the day, which we will just be cruising in here, I think, to the water pickup. Oh, we're not gonna get there in time. Nope, no, no, we're never gonna get there in time. We're gonna already be over the switch, which that's fine. We can roll back around. Doesn't really matter how we come in here. That's the nice thing, at least it's convenient. Yes, you got to back up one way or another a little bit out of here, but either way, it's not that far. So there you go. That is our round trip run through the farm chain, at least all up until it's time to get paid, you know. So there you go. For all intents and purposes, there's the bulk of our farm chain round trip anyway. So we're going to call it a win. Say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.